Welcome, everybody, to a celebratory episode of HomeKit Insider. You got me, Andrew O'Hara, here with my pal and the sardine cracker champion of the world, Steven Robles. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, Andrew. This is it. We've made the triple digits, episode 100. I didn't know. I didn't have a confetti prepared, so I have a dead cat here.
I know. I've got this thing. Which I'm sure is making great noise on the audio. Everyone's like, that sounds great. But
we're
man,
shaking
it's
stuff.
like fireworks. It's like fireworks going off.
I'll do some kind of
I got streamers.
For our audio
Well,
listeners, I'll do some kind of. There you go. Our video listeners got it too because I just sang it. Wow, Andrew. Yeah, we made it. We made it to 100 episodes of HomeKit Insider. Thank you, all the listeners out there who have listened and supported the show. Thank you, Andrew. I mean, we started this thing, well, I guess over a year ago, obviously, but yeah, this is crazy. We did it. It's fun.
We did it.
We did it.
Well, that was a nice run, so I hope everyone enjoyed it. We're just gonna. That's it. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think it's good for this episode
podcast.
too. I think we could just cut it off right here. We've got a 2 minute show. Boom, in and out.
Yeah. And I do want to be clear, I did say sardine crackers that you consume. Those are different than saltine. I didn't want people to think I misspoke. I just know you really love sardine crackers.
Yeah, they're some of my favorites, for sure. I did, when I was in college, eat the 10 saltine crackers in a minute challenge. Have you ever done that?
I know. I've seen tweens do it on the interwebs, but I've never tried to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a fat box of sardines right there, actually. So
wait, sardines or saltines?
Those ones I have are saltines. I do not have any sardines. Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I'll leave the sardine crackers to you.
Yes. I was going to say, a box of sardines would probably smell pretty quickly, but I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway.
If anyone would know, I mean, I guess it would be the sardine cracker eating champion of the world.
That's right. That is me. There's
not a lot of competition.
No, it's very niche area to compete in. But
yeah.
Anyway, we did have one 5-star review on this 100th episode. We want to thank, this name is kind of funny, Funny Bum Bum from USA. Hey, thank you. 5-star rating. Funny Bum Bum. Don't know what that means. Okay, so we actually have a couple HomeKit news things. We've got some listener questions. I have a smart bottle, I have a smart water bottle I want to talk about, which, well, I'll leave it. I'll save it till we get to it. But a couple HomeKit news things. Aqara is actually adding features to its yet unreleased, in the U.S. anyway, camera, the G3. The Aqara G3, man, my diction is struggling on this 100th episode. I don't know what's happening. The Aqara G3. Currently in the U.S., we have the G2H, and I believe the G2H Pro is what we're on. So I imagine we'll see the G3 soon. This is the one that has, I think, the bunny ear attachment. Am I correct? It has, like, the bunny ears you can get. It's that shape. But anyway, it has actually added some features. Again, we'll probably see this come to the U.S. pretty soon. But you can now actually upload custom audio files to create custom like noise or alert sounds. Because Aqara, you can use Aqara almost as a security system too. They had that one hub that was like a speaker in addition to a hub. You got the security cameras. You can get contact sensors through Aqara. And now the G3 camera, you can actually upload custom audio clips for alerts and things like that. I thought this was pretty interesting. I actually wish more security-minded HomeKit products did this, and I'll mention the Arlo doorbell. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. We got one here now. We got the chime that Arlo sells. It's a Wi-Fi chime, so if you don't have a chime hookup, you can actually just plug it into an outlet on the wall, but you can't do a custom audio stuff. It has some custom built-in sounds, but it would be really cool if you can upload a custom audio to your doorbell chime, which could get pretty wild pretty quickly. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I like it. I mean, this is basically what my dad does over at his house with his smart things crap. and you like walk on. I think I've talked about this on the porch. You like walk up onto the porch, or you open the door, and if you open the door fast enough to like walk inside, you'll hear his voice emanating from his bedroom. There's motion on the front porch. And I know the week that you were gone, Faith and I talked about that, and Faith did her impression of my dad, like practicing multiple takes of how to say there's motion on the front. There's motion on the front porch. No, I have no more aggressive. There's motion on the front porch.
I like that. That's fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. Now, Aqara also launched and announced availability with an updated motion sensor. This is the Aqara P1. It's got Zigbee 3.0, so better connectivity there. Any other like new features on this? It looks very similar to their previous motion sensor that I have.
I can't remember all the specs that are in the original one, so we'll just go through some of these and you can tell me. But I think one of the things is extended battery life, so it now can go up to 5 years on the improved batteries. It does both. It's both a PIR motion sensor as well as a motion light sensor, so it has the ambient light status that you can use for automations. I don't know if that was in the original one.
It was not, no.
But yeah, it's launching in U.S., Canada, Germany, and France. It's expected to hit the U.K. in the following weeks. So our U.K. listeners got some specific news. It's coming soon. And then, this is of no use to anyone listening or watching this, but hey, they're offering 10% off through the 29th. So, you almost had it, guys. Everyone out there,
I saw
pay
that
full
in the
price now.
I saw it in the PR email, and I was like, well, listen, Aqara, if someone from Aqara is listening, we need you to extend these sales just a couple more days. Make them like... like
go
a
through
week.
the following Monday. Like,
yeah.
Even then, so it's like on launch day. So that way, Apple Insider, HomeKit Insider listeners who are like really on it and listen on Mondays, they can get these discounts. But
reward those who listen day it comes out, and just extend your sales. So anyway, that's a message for Aqara. Please do that.
Speaking directly to them.
Yes, Aqara. Now, this is pretty cool.
Oh, it also has it has adjustable sensitivity, right? Did the original one have that?
No, it did not. That is a new feature.
I think that's a new feature. So you can adjust the sensitivity of that motion sensor in the Aqara app. So HomeKit, of course, does not have that option, but they do have that in the Aqara app, just like Hue does. So I can tune like the sensitivity of the Hue motion sensor, and now you can do that with the Aqara one.
That's very cool. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I'm gonna have to look into this. I do like the Hue motion sensor. I have a few of those, but yeah, nice to have some options. And this one is articulating. It has like a little ball joint, so you can stick it or mount it to a wall or something, and then actually angle the motion sensor wherever you would like. So that's nice. The Hue one you can mount on a wall and you can put on a shelf, but it's like just a square. It doesn't move anyway. So the articulation is nice on the Aqara one. All right, this next is an update to the HomeDevices app. And this is an app, we've talked about it before. Really love this thing. If you have not downloaded it before, it is HomeDevices, all one word. Let me turn my brightness down for the video. But HomeDevices is really cool. They have like latest HomeKit news. Well, I guess the brightness wasn't low enough. They have like the latest HomeKit news. And best of all, they have like the huge directory of HomeKit devices. And so you can actually see like what are all the HomeKit doorbells that are available. And it literally shows you all the doorbells. So they actually just recently updated the app. You can actually see which HomeKit devices and apps have been recently updated, like firmware or app updates. So the HomeDevices app will actually show you which of your devices have an update or have been updated recently. So that's pretty cool. There's a new onboarding feature. Home keys for door locks has been added as a category. And in that category are the three that we've talked about, like two of them that are Aqaras, which are not available in the U.S., and then the Schlage, which we actually had a listener reach out and ask us, do we have any info about when it'll be in stock? Because the Schlage HomeKit and HomeKey compatible lock is out of stock everywhere. Home Depot, just everywhere. We do not know when it's coming back. So hopefully soon, because that was the only HomeKey option available. And then categories and manufacturers can now be shared. So anyway, great update to an already very cool app. If you're looking for a HomeKit device in a specific category, or you just want ideas about what to buy next as you listen to HomeKit Insider, like I purchase things as we record HomeKit Insider, browse the HomeDevices app. They got great categories there. Breaks everything down. That's cool. They even have, let's see, carbon monoxide sensor. I didn't even know that was a category. Look at that. If you want a carbon monoxide sensor, that's HomeKit.
There's a one-link version. First Alert makes one.
Yeah, and then, a lot of times it can remind you of products that you just forgot about. Like I went to the doorbell option. I forgot about the Robin Pro line, which we talked about a ton. I just forgot. Oh, look, I just got a notification to drink more water. We're going to talk about this water bottle in a second.
Boy.
But I also wanted to mention this is an article that was up on Apple Insider. Amber had the article. I imagine you had some input on this. But it's gardening tools that are smart, some even HomeKit gardening tools. Be curious if you know anything about this weeding robot. I had not heard of this thing ever. But I was interested in the Ratio 3 smart sprinkler controller. We are actually having irrigation at the new house. It's being installed soon. And so now I'm like, wait a minute. I should probably get this or talk to the guy and see if this is an option, because it is a HomeKit-compatible smart sprinkler controller, 8 and 16 zone for irrigation. What is happening? Irrigation. This is terrible. And the device is $180 for just a controller, works with the system. So I'm curious, Andrew, do you have any experience with the weeding robot or the Ratio smart sprinkler controller? Because I'm very interested in these.
I played around with this sprinkler controller before, and we looked at getting one for our house, especially in our front yard. We've got issues where it gets like crazy dry, like so dry that our like ground cracks. So we looked at like what kind of different stuff we could do to help maintain that, and we even do have like a well pump, so we're not really paying for water. So really, we're just pumping it up and then putting it right back on top of the lawn for it to go back down, just get sucked through the well and just go through in circles. But the problem is, like, it's right now our water is hooked up after our softener for outdoor use. So anytime I'm watering my lawn, I'm paying to do it with softened water.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that's, cool. We talked about like, getting that switched around, but that's just an added expense to deal with. So our lawn is not that bad that I have to fix the water softener issue first and reroute our plumbing, which is just
you don't want to deal with that. I'm sure the plants appreciate the soft water, Andrew. I'm sure they love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like, oh, this water it's very soft. Thank you.
So
I've had those. I did not help Amber with this at all. So she found a lot of these by herself. But because of that, I have some extra ones that I would like to add to this list. So some HomeKit, some not.
Okay.
But here's my 3 additions I think I want to make to this list. 2 additions. I at least had 2. I've already forgotten the third one. But the Eden SmallGarden, Smart Garden, SmallGarden. But we've talked about this. This is HomeKit compatible, so it's similar to like the AeroGarden that Amber linked on there, but this one works with HomeKit, and you can control the light via Siri. So that's pretty handy.
Cool.
Or through HomeKit. And I also love how they look, because some of these have like a wooden base to them, which just looks really pretty. So the Eden SmallGarden, Smart Garden. Then I've seen these before, and I think they're awesome. There used to be one out from Parrot, like the drone maker, and it was like called like the Flower Power or something like that. And I don't think they make that anymore, but I really liked it because the basic idea is you put this little sensor in your garden, and then you get notified when it needs watered. There's little sensors in there, and they can test the conductivity of the soil to determine how moist the soil is and whether or not they need watered. And you can even do it based on like what flower or plant it is. Brilliant.
Okay. Yeah.
So The one that I've seen recently, Sage and Sill has it. I'm sending you over a link so you don't got to deal with the Googs. But these guys, you can get like a 5-pack in here, and there is like a version that works with a app or a version that just has an indicator light. But it can do all sorts of fun things. It can tell you the moisture level of the soil, and if you have the app, it can alert you when you need to water it. It can tell you the temperature, the sunlight, nutrient levels. It's got an IPX5 resistance rating for water, so it can withstand like getting wet, of course. And yeah, it's got like a year-long battery. So there's a regular one without a smart app connectivity, and then there's a Bluetooth version that'll give you updates, and you can see all this stuff like on charts and everything. They're pretty cool.
Okay.
So if you look for like a way to like monitor and get alerts and stuff of your plants so you don't overwater or underwater and kill your stuff, this is something worth checking out.
That's cool. One question, I know we've talked about it several episodes ago, but that Eden Garden, which is just EDN, not like Adam and Eve Eden, it's just they drop the E. What does it do in HomeKit? Is it just the light control, or is there something else?
Just the light, yeah. So everything else is managed like any other garden, like the Arrow Garden and stuff like that. But this has the ability to control the light with HomeKit. So you can, turn it off. Like you don't want it to. So there's a very niche situation here, but I truly understand it. Because I still have an Arrow Garden, and it would handle everything by itself, right? It would handle the light, and it would turn it on and off when it needed to, based on like the pods that were in there. Great stuff. The problem is, like, we'd be watching a movie, and you've got the world's lightest bright, like if it's near your living room or where you're like watching a movie or something, and it's really distracting and annoying. So I'd always have to get up and turn off the light, and then go back to watching what we were watching, and then you'd have to make sure you remember to turn it back on because it has to get back into its schedule and stuff. So there were times where I'm like, I want that light to be off even though its schedule says it should be on. But this allows you to turn it off with HomeKit and Siri. Gotcha. So you can just turn it off that way, include it in maybe like a movie time scene. I mean, obviously, this is specific to people who have one of these in that area where this situation is a problem, but we'd have one in our kitchen. And yeah, or I would love to have one down here like in the studio. I've been looking at different ones to put down here just to have some like greenery and stuff going on because it just gets boring in a very brightly lit studio. But when I'm recording, I need to control the lighting. Like I turn everything off, all the windows get blacked out, curtains close, and I just have like my key light going on. And that would not work when recording. So I would be able to turn that off when I need to record and turn it on when I'm done.
Boom. Okay, well, very cool. We'll put links to all of that in the show notes and to Amber's article as well. Of course, he had the Eve Aqua in there as well, which connects to a garden hose. I have one of those. Pretty cool. And, yeah, so we include all of that. We got some other products to talk about, but before we do, since we're talking about water and plants and maybe saving water, I think we should thank our friends at Nubia, who makes the Nubia by Moen Spa Shower that saves up to 45% of water when you shower. Andrew, I'm telling you, I'm getting better at these every week. Listen, I want whatever the Academy Award is for podcasting. I want it. I want to be nominated for Best Ad Transition.
Not for anything else. You just want it for transitions to
That's
ads.
Right. Hey, I'll take it. It's one step closer to being an EGOT. You know, EGOT. Is it? You get it. EGOT is an Emmy, Grammy, Academy Award, and Tony. If you're an EGOT, you get all four. You're going to add a podcast award to it, so you got EGOT. Anyway, that's just what I'm saying. Anyway, we're going to thank our friends at Nubia because they are longtime sponsors on this 100th episode. I think they were one of the first to sponsor this show in particular as well. So thank you, Nubia, because, again, they make incredible showers. They got the Nubia by Moen Spa Shower and the Quattro. I really love the Spa Shower because, one, easy to install. I've never changed a shower head out before. I was able to do it in under 15 minutes to give you everything you need. And then you can actually height adjust the shower, which is incredible, even after you install it. So you can just height adjust it day and night. My kids love that. They can lower it. I can raise it. And you can get this little wand attachment, attaches this little magnetic dome in the shower. And you got the wand, plus you got the shower up here. And you're saving water as you use it, but it's still 81% more powerful than the competition. And I can definitely speak to that. The Quattro head has a high pressure setting, and I really love using that one too. Andrew, what would you have to say about the Nubia showers?
I mentioned, I know you've talked about it, but the installation was so crazy easy. It looks like it's like a whole ordeal because you do have this big shower, it can articulate and move up and down, you've got the wand, and it seems like it's going to be a whole pain to install, and seriously, it took me like 5 minutes or something to do. I just removed the old shower head, attached this little adapter, and then like snaps into place in literally minutes. And then, yeah, the little dome to hold on to the wand, just place it anywhere, no screws or anything needed. So easy to do. It's crazy how easy this thing is to install.
Yes. So you got to try it out. It comes in 4 incredible finishes. You got white and chrome, spot-resistant nickel, which is what I have, matte black, and black and chrome. And they also have other accessories like the Quick Dry Earth Mat. I'm going to be getting one of those for my new house. I want one of those outside my shower. So, and of course, I didn't mention this before, but I mean, Tim Cook was one of their first investors. So, I mean, I think that speaks volumes to it. But it's a great experience, atomizes the water, great thermal comfort, gets really hot. And so you have got to try it. The Nubia by Mo and Spa Shower starts at just $199. And for HomeKit Insider listeners, there is a deal, Nubia.com/HomeKit. Use the promo code HomeKit, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off all Nubia products. Nubia has sponsored with us for a long time, so this is a great deal to jump on. Nubia.com, Nebia.com/HomeKit. Check out what they have to offer and save 10% with promo code HomeKit. That link is in the show notes as well. You can just click it there. Boom. Nubia. All right. Now you have, speaking of plants, you have some things about Nanoleaf. I know you like that transition.
Yeah, we got two things. What do you want first, the news or the lines? The news or the reviews?
Oh, give me the news, and then we'll talk about the lines. What's the news?
The news. Okay, let me pull it up. Pulling it up. Okay, so Nanoleaf's got a new product coming out. It's a little niche, but it's pretty cool. So Nanoleaf is partnering with Secretlab.
What?
Secretlab. Yeah, and they are creating a diffused LED strip for the Secretlab MAGNUS metal desk. So this is a really fancy desk, the Secretlab MAGNUS metal desk, and Nanoleaf partnered with them to create a perfectly integrated LED smart light strip that can tuck into the desk to give you this awesome diffused lighting RGB look. It's pretty darn cool. This is where I send Steven the images and he gets to react live on camera or audio as he gets to check it out. But that's an idea of what it looks like there, Steven. Just they're integrated. That's a top-down look, by the way. You can see like the monitor on the bottom. You got, of course, Nanoleaf panels on top, and it goes into like the back of the desk to give you some like ambient lighting. And because it's Nanoleaf, it's fully compatible with HomeKit and all that stuff. Plus, Nanoleaf has other integrations with various like gaming things and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's really neat that they made a one that just perfectly integrated into this desk. 123 individual addressable LEDs. It's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, so Secretlab. I've never heard of Secretlab before. So they make this. It's a gaming desk. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. And then there's like this notch basically in the back, and then this just goes right into the notch. Okay.
Yeah, and it goes in with magnets. Cool. Like there's embedded magnets that make it really seamless to integrate.
This is very cool. I guess this desk also has like a built-in cable management shelf under that like light strip thing. This is pretty sweet. I had not bought a desk for my new office yet. That's why I'm kind of curious now. What's up with this thing? Does not look, correct me if I'm wrong, not height adjustable. Is that, I think that's accurate, right? Let's see.
I could not tell you. I know more about the Nanoleaf than the Secretlab.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is very cool. I love this integration. Man, this is a cool desk. Anyway, okay. Well, I'll follow up on the height adjustableness, but I like it's a cool partnership. Very cool partnership, especially for gaming desks. So tell me, then what is your other thing? You have a review? Got some thoughts on the lines?
Yeah, so we talked about this before, which is the Nanoleaf Lines are launching. So they're now fully available. You can pick these up. These are the skins that go over top of the Nanoleaf Lines. So the Nanoleaf Lines are the lights. They're in little bars, and they have like the diffused lighting. So they actually it's indirect lighting, so instead of like casting light into your room like the normal Nanoleaf stuff, these actually face the walls, and they're separated by about like 3/4 of an inch, it looks like. And they cast light on your wall, which diffuses it and spreads it out, and it creates these really neat effects. And Nanoleaf came out with these skins that go on top of the lines, and they come in both matte black as well as, second color somewhere, it's a matte pink. So matte black and matte pink. And they're really neat, and they create a really cool looking effect. And I'm going to send a couple images over to Steven again for him to see as I talk about this. So I tested these out, and I really like them. I put them on there, so you have two different components with these, with the skins. So this is like one of the corner joints, Steven, that I'm holding here. And there's all these different spots where you can connect your lines. And then they've replaced the caps. So you have, this is like a matte black cap that can clip right on top of it. And that's what you see.
Gotcha.
It looks really good. But the issue, Steven, watch what happens on the video there. As I turn sideways, it's still white. So from the front, it's all black. And as soon as you turn sideways, it goes white. So on the wall, like if you're perfectly dead on, it has that look, but at any angle, you still see the white, which I think is distracting. And for the bars actually do get covered. So the sides and the top of the bars are all matte black, but the corner pieces, they don't have any way of covering those up. And that's, I think, my biggest issue with these. I love the idea of it, and I like the look of it a lot. And I sent you some PR images, Steven. They look great. But I feel like mildly deceived. So that last picture I sent you, Steven, if you even zoom in on that picture, you can't really see
the white.
I don't know if it's because it's very, like, don't they look like they're all black for the most part, all the corner pieces?
Yeah, there's one like it in towards the middle with the joint where there's three lines coming to one point. You can kind of see the white there, and then the end piece is just even with a white cap.
Yeah, so that's the second piece is that these still, you have to use the original cap that came with it for the controls. So it almost gets like buried in the pick, but you still have a wholly white cap on one of them with the controls.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to do
it's all black, and then there's like one bright white one.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess you can paint them. I mean, could you just like spray paint? I mean,
I guess if you're going that route, though, just paint the whole thing and don't buy the skins.
Yeah. Well, these so the Nanoleaf lines shine towards the wall.
Yeah.
Right, and then, but if you buy like what is it, the pink one? Does it add a pink hue to the light?
No, these are just skins that go on the white bars. They cover the white bars and turn them either black or pink.
Yeah, that seems a little like maybe just spray paint them, I guess. I don't know.
I like the ideas, but it's weird. Yeah, from the sides you still have the white look. It's like I'm looking at mine now, and that's my biggest thing. Is I can see all the white pieces, so it's like why is the rest black? I kind of wish those were just black too. I mean, they kind of do reflect the light a little bit, but I think it's still a little obvious. So I think this is just, it's not perfect. It's a neat look. The pink one might be a little bit better because it's softer. It's not as like drastic as going fully on matte black.
Right.
So I could see that as an option, but still neat. They're only $20, and you get all of the caps, and you get 9 of the skins as well. So it's enough to fully cover like the base pack of these things. So $20 is not bad. Like they're pretty cheap to do and to put on. They're really easy to use. So I do like the look of them, but they're just not like quite perfect.
Okay. Yeah. I was excited. I was like, maybe I'll get some of these for the new office. I'm like, I have some Nanoleaf shapes still that I've been saving, so I might just go with those and see how those go.
I mean, I like the Nanoleaf lines a lot. I like the lines themselves a ton. The skins, I'm just not 100% sold on.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we'll put links in show notes. You guys can check them out, get the skins. But that gaming desk thing, if there's any gamers out there, I'd be curious if you use that desk. I've been eyeing that desk now that Andrew mentioned it. But anyway, all right.
I just sent you one more picture, Steven, so you can actually see. This is my install of the lines.
Oh yeah. That looks cool. Yeah, that one white cap though, it's kind of like sticks out a little bit.
What you doing? Why are you down there?
I like that studio display flex you got going on there though.
You like that? Stand. I had to just situate it just right to get it in frame.
Yeah, and you get the height adjustable stand in there too, not just the tilt. Yeah, I see how you're doing. I see that. All right, well, I wanted to just mention real quick. I don't know where I saw this mentioned or announced or whatever, but Apple, in the Apple App Store, you can buy this water bottle, which is the HidrateSpark. They have two models. They have the steel and then a different model. And I was like, wow, Apple's selling water bottles now. And there was so many people that just replied to my tweet, and they're like, duh, this is like the third generation. They've been selling water bottles for years. There's been like, this came out before the iPhone, like just crazy stuff. It's like, okay, all right. I missed the previous versions. My bad. This is the first time I ever heard of something like this. But I wanted to try it because it integrates with Apple Health. So it actually measures the amount of water you drink throughout the day using a sensor in the bottom of the thing. This is the actual water bottle. Comes with two tops. You know, this is like one of the flip tops. Also comes with a straw type one. And then at the bottom, this is a sensor that actually it unscrews, and so you can wash it. But this sensor measures the water that you drink throughout the day. So basically, it measures it at rest. So probably like the weight of the water, maybe. I'm not exactly sure how that works. And then when you drink some, it will measure it again, and you can look at the app and see how many ounces of water you drank. And then it will remind you. It actually has LED lights here at the bottom. I don't know how to make them shine like on their own. And the app is now stuck, and I'll explain why in a second. But so this supposedly, it lights up with LEDs, and it lights up when you're supposed to drink again. So, you know, it actually syncs your Apple Health data like height and weight. It will estimate the amount of water you should drink in a day, sets that as the goal automatically, and then it will light up to remind you to drink throughout the day to meet that goal. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, what are you doing over there?
Just dropping things. I'm dropping my...
Oh, you dropped the nail.
Just dropping things.
Nice. So anyway, it's a cool water bottle. The reason I was going to show the app off, but it had a firmware update 2 seconds ago, and now it has to be recalibrated to measure the water, and it won't let me like exit this like calibration screen, and you have to empty the water bottle completely in order to calibrate it. So I can't even calibrate it like right now. I mean, I could drink everything that's in the bottle, but then in order to calibrate it, you have to fill it again so it can measure what a full bottle is versus an empty bottle. This is one of the jokes. Like on Twitter, people were like, well, I don't want to update the firmware on my water bottle. Like, I get it. Well, the first time I got an Ember mug from my wife, right out of the box, it was like, oh, update the firmware before you can use it. And it's like, do we want to live in a world where we have to update the firmware on our drinking devices? But maybe we do because it offers benefits. I don't know. So that's the life I'm living now. But I've only had this for like a couple days. I'm going to try it out. I don't drink enough water throughout the day. And so I'm hoping like technologizing the water drinking process, being able to see it in the Apple Health app, which then you can actually integrate with shortcuts. You can, run shortcuts to see how much water have I drank or how much more water do I have to drink throughout the day. So you can actually do all of that because it integrates with Apple Health, which is pretty cool, connects over Bluetooth. And so, yeah, I'm going to try it for a few days, see what it's like. Again, I guess this has been something Apple has sold before. This is like Gen 3, I guess. But, yeah, HidrateSpark. There you go.
Yeah, there have been quite a few water bottles that do the whole Apple Health track your drinking thing. And there's even a whole article that I had seen the other day. I'm going to find it. It's like the best water bottles that work with Apple Health. Like there's like literally a whole article dedicated to the multiple bottles that are out there. So there's there's the Spark, the HidrateSpark ones. There's where's the name some of these other off. Equa Smart Bottle.
And I went with this one because it's the fact that it's sold in the Apple Store. I assumed maybe this is like, Apple's got to approve of your product to sell it in their own stores. So, I don't know. That's just why I did that. Oh, I will say for loss, the app itself accesses your phone's location and will remember the last location you left it. So it does help with loss, but it is not integrated with Find My. And that's something where, the water bottle itself is like 80-something bucks, I think. I mean, it'd be nice if it integrated with Find My, and I could put an AirTag on it, but, it has this weird, cloth tab right here, which it's not a button you can take off. It's actually like sewn right here. And I'm not really sure what this is for. I guess you could put a rope through it.
I would put a carabiner on there.
Yeah, you could do a carabiner, but I mean, it would be amazing if this was just like a place for an AirTag right here or something, or if this thing could do Find My, like a Chipolo thing. So Find My would have been nice, but supposedly the app tracks it by itself. So
Steven,
we'll see. I'm going to use it for a while.
Steven, this is another one of those times where I'm going to show you something, and you can't
Don't do this to me.
You can't say it, but I think our audience is going to be excited about this. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
This is coming out.
Wait, so is this like embargoed? Like
this
you
is
can't show me?
This is super top secret. I think June.
Sorry, Andrew just sent me a picture. I can't say what it is. It's a category of something we've talked about before.
Yeah,
in the past,
2 categories of things we've talked about.
2 categories. This is coming out in June, you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I'm excited. I might
get this.
Yeah, I know. I
might do it. It actually looks nice. Yeah, probably going to do that. Well, you got a couple months, sorry, listeners, before we can reveal what Andrew just showed me. But yeah, another totally unnecessary thing that only exists because Apple failed to do something. But anyway, that's
it's a whole market on itself.
Smart water bottle. Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, we had a couple listener questions that we'd love to get to on this 100th episode. First of all, Gage Milton on Twitter, he said, congrats on 100 episodes. Love hearing about all the HomeKit tech. And it gives him ideas on how to justify it to his wife on why he needs to buy them. You're welcome. I'm glad we could help. Very good. And then Dan Kalmlin, he actually sent us an image. He's got some Aqara shades. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He has the SwitchBot shades in HomeKit through HomeBridge. So the SwitchBot shades don't integrate with HomeKit directly, but you can do it Siri shortcuts or you can do a HomeBridge thing. He's got a Hoob set up. And he said in the Home app, there is actually an icon for curtains. So in the Home app, he could actually do it looks like curtains. And so, not sure if this is an actual category in HomeKit. I don't know if curtains are. Let me look at the HomeDevices app and see.
But that's, I think, that we had that question last week, I think, right? Which was whether or not HomeKit had actual curtain icons. And the answer is yes. They do have native curtain icons. So yes, I feel like these are fully supported in HomeKit. Yeah.
And I will say, in the HomeDevices app, I went to the window covering category, and there are a great number of HomeKit window covering things. Obviously, Hunter Douglas is in there. IKEA's got their trade-free line of things. You got the Lutron Casita Serena shades, which, let me ask you real quick. So I'm looking at getting a HomeKit shade for the office.
Cool.
I'm looking at the Eve blinds from the website where you can order it directly. You just put in the measurement. It's Select Blinds. Mm-hmm. They sell the Eve Motion ones directly. I can get blackout shades. There's a discount right now. Should I go with the Eve ones? Or I forgot. Now just looking at the HomeDevices app, I saw the Lutron Serena shades. But I don't know. What do you think I should go with just for this one window?
Okay, there's you got decisions to make. First, it's going to depend on what kind you want. If you want the roller versus honeycomb, or curtains, obviously. But we're looking at shades. Roller or honeycomb.
Roller.
So if you're going roller, then there's Lutron that's got them. There is the Eve Motion blinds. I think you're pretty safe either way. The thing that I like about the Eve ones is I think there's nothing else going on, so you don't have to deal with a hub or anything like that. The Lutron ones, I will say, the one of the nicest things about those is that they do have the controller, the remote control, the Pico remote, and my wife uses that all the time when she's just not feeling like talking to Siri, because Siri is probably just going to ignore what she says anyway. She can pick up that controller and use them, as well as full HomeKit support. And if I can't remember, you already got stuck with some Lutron stuff in your house? Did it happen?
Yeah, I'm going to have a hub anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
So at that point, you're not adding anything additional, right? I don't know.
No.
It's a really tough call. I think the Lutron is more seamless and more polished because with the Eve one, you do have like the antenna wires that stick out from the side.
Okay.
And I think they're a little more exposed, but
okay. Well, so you said go with the Lutron ones, you think?
I think Lutron is more polished, but they're more expensive. So that's your call. I think the Eve ones work really well. They're super reliable, and I think they're more affordable.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking right now. I'm trying to get to.
Plus, they work with Thread, depending on where
shade.
you're going to be in relation to your Lutron hub and all that kind of stuff. Thread can be useful.
Whoa, shoot! These are like twice as much.
What, the Lutron?
I just got to the pricing. Yeah, the Lutron.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're more expensive.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna go with the Eve Motion Blind. So, we'll have to see because I actually have to measure the window because the price does change depending on measurement, including the select blinds with the Eve Motion or the Lutron. So I will measure this week and I'll let you guys know what I get. But yeah, we'll see. Lutron Serena versus Eve Motion blinds. We'll get to those. All right. Last listener question. This is from @MamaLaunch on Twitter. Come on, Mama Launch on the Twitter. That's something. Now, she is asking, in relation to motorized roller shades, she found this brand on Amazon. Smart Wings motorized roller shade, work with HomeKit, 100% blackout auto, window blind, smart home cordless remote control, rechargeable motor, white, 23, just saw a TikTok about them. Okay. It's a long Amazon name. I'll put it in the show notes. But this, I had not heard about this brand before, Smart Wings. They're roller shades. They are claiming on the Amazon site that they work with HomeKit. I don't know what to think about this, Andrew. They are very inexpensive, probably the cheapest option of all the ones we just talked about. And there's even a $25 coupon right now.
Wow.
Have you ever heard of these? Have you ever heard
a
of
little
these?
bit? So right now, as far as I didn't know these were available in the U.S. So Smart Wing, this is similar to the Eve Motion Blind situations, and they're like making the blinds, the curtains, I guess, whatever. But they're partnering with another company for like the HomeKit part, I believe. So the company that makes the motor is called Turnsea, and they were like available in China. I did not know that they were like more broadly available, but yeah, they're full on certified Turnsea smart curtain motor is basically what they're using to power these blinds.
Well, okay. I mean, if it's an option, I mean, you can customize the size for your window. I don't know. I'll take a look. I mean, Mama Launch, I would say probably safe to get as far as it probably does integrate with HomeKit. Like, I don't think you're going to get it and it doesn't work with HomeKit. Have not tried these personally.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah,
Again,
and I was looking at the curtains versus these motor shade ones. So I assume they're still using Turnsea based on who they were using for their other ones. But yeah, I'm trying to look at it now.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. Let's see, customize. You can create a size, inside mount, custom order with fraction.
They say no hub needed.
No hub needed. Supposedly you just go for it. So pretty inexpensive. Like you might be able to get under $200 shade depending on your window size. So they got lots of options for colors. You know, you got grays, whites, all that kind of stuff. I don't know if they have like blackout shades. That's something that is important to me. But yeah. Oh no, they do. Yeah, 100% blackout shades. Mm-hmm. They do that too. Man, I don't know. This seems like a good deal. We'll have to see. I don't know. Well, we might get these. Mama Launch. If you, I hope I'm saying that right. Lanch? Maybe it's Mama Lanch. I apologize for everything. Mama
I don't know,
Lanch.
But I love that she found it on a TikTok.
If you get these, let us know. Listen. The TikTok is where I learn everything now. I mean, let's just be honest. Everything is on TikTok. But let us know if you get these. We'd love to know your experience with them. I might get some too. We'll see. And I don't know. This is now in the running versus the Eve Motion blinds. So anyway, a lot of shade talk today. A lot of window dressing talk. But, listeners, thank you all once again for 100 episodes. You guys are incredible. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, subscribing to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/HomeKit Insider. And again, all the 5-star reviews, keep those coming. And we would love to hear from you. Oh, Andrew's celebrating again. Let me get my... Hold on.
You're celebrating.
Here's my celebratory...
Pocket square? I don't even know what that is.
It's a whoosh cleaning cloth.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
So anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you all so much. Keep your questions and projects coming. Let us know on Twitter what you guys got going on. And I got updates to my home on there. Been posting pictures. So, yeah, man. What do you say, Andrew?
Bye.
I was doing a magic trick with the whoosh cloth. Congratulations. 100 episodes. We made it.